Today, we headed back to Disney's Vero Beach Resort for a 2-night stay that includes a stay in a 2-bedroom suite, another in a 1-bedroom. Come along as we swim, eat, and relax on the Florida coast for another weekend of relaxation. If you haven't done so, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more travel adventures, and welcome back to Disney's Vero Beach. And 2.5 hours later, we have officially arrived back at Vero Beach with the fun turtles and everything else. I always love walking into this lobby space. I always loved how much of the turtles mean to everyone. Also, just the general smells is always just amazing. It's probably one of the best resorts we've stayed at. I love the green cabin room. It's a wonderful Island Grove parking company, aka also where the general store is, where you can rent movies. They have always fresh water. Plus, you're right next to the ocean. Okay, so we ended up in a 2-bedroom for tonight because we're actually staying with some friends who are, for the first night, second night, we're moving to a 1-bedroom. But this is a 2-bedroom here in Vacation Home 14. This is like the main bathroom for the first one with a nice shower with all the amenities, all that fun stuff. Little Mickey kind of hid in the corner there. Lots of sea turtles. This is the main bedroom. It's got a huge king-sized bed. Turtles everywhere. And it has its own little entrance out to the patio space. Fairly large closet. This is going to be one that does overlook the pool, so it's actually really nice. We'll go out there in a second. Oh, look, and 2 side tables. Thing I always complain about more than anything else. But when we go to the other room, I don't think they have 2 side tables. And because this is a 2-bedroom, it does have, actually 2-bedroom and the 1-bedroom have the washer dryer combo as well. And what's pretty cool is I always forget they have this little folded up basket that you can use. An iron with an ironing board. And then come out this way, little mirror. Don't worry about 2 hats. Here's the second room with a regular bed, and then it's going to have a pull-out bed. So some of the 2 bedrooms tend to be where it's got a lock-off. But what's pretty cool about this space is that we actually have our own little patio to look out over. I mean, we don't really have an amazing view. We don't have an ocean view room. But I do love this little room because I love the tables. I like where this is. It's kind of, this is like a room like you'd see at Disney World. So this will pull out into another bed. This weird closet space that I don't understand why it's there like that. So queen size bed there. Bathroom, closet, sink right there. And then the main part of the space is the living space. So what's always nice with these rooms is the fact that you have a full kitchen to use. And I do like the fact they have upgraded it to have the Keurig where it has the single pods or the big coffee pot. So you can make it both. 2 sinks, full dishwasher, full stove oven combo. And what's always nice with these, they do have plates, bowls, and stuff you can use. They do have some things for you to use already. And then full size, turn that on for ice, full size refrigerator, freezer. Kayla's already put drinks in there. I do love this little window though. Does it open ooh, kind of does open. That's kind of cool. I don't think we've had a style like this. Another fold out couch. I gotta sleep up to, it has a queen size pull out, and then a single bed. So this space can sleep up to 8 people is what I think 9? Dang. So this can sleep up to 9 people, which is wild to me. And then go out onto the patio space. And like I said, for this time, we actually have space overlooking The pool. Normally we want an ocean. We want like we want to be looking over the ocean. But I've always loved these chairs and these sets. And I like the fact that the 2-bedroom space has space for both, has a patio for both just the other room and then for everyone else. So it'd be great mornings to come out and look at everything. But yep, 2-bedroom. And then tomorrow, like I said, we move to a 1-bedroom tomorrow. Oh, it's kind of weird space for it. But then look at the TV. You can rent movies to play. They usually have all the Disney stuff on the demand. So very, very nice space. I always love the Disney Vero Beach pool. It's one of the largest. It's got the really fun slide, the sandcastle slide. And it's got a little mini putt-putt course that goes all the way around. Such a good space. So we did come into the Wind and Waves market space, and I'll kind of show you everything they have, but I kind of want to give you kind of an idea what they've got for food-wise. So they do have lots of good things. They have a classic sandwich, which is served hot or cold. They have different types. You got to create your own salad, some bread bowls, but then you have a grilled bacon cheeseburger. Anything else with that? And they do have nightly options, and I'll show you what the dinner special ones are. There's a breakfast, but then, very nice, they do have some nachos. They have macaroni and cheese, they do have churros, hummus, and pita plates, and then kids' meals as well.
Here, we're going to check the community center for the kids.
Okay. And then, like you see, they do have all their sandwiches right there. They create their own salad. See all the different things they've got. Create your own salad toppings. The dinner specials, which the dinner special is always really good. We always never get them because we like the normal stuff. They have some grab-and-go stuff with some chips. They do have some sweet treats right here. They do have a chocolate salted cookie cupcake, s'mores cupcake, salted caramel cupcake, whoopie pie. We have a blueberry muffin, apple muffin, chocolate chip muffin, brown sugar muffin. Some other little grab-and-go things from milk, butter, cheese, pickles in a pouch, some fruit, some other things you might need, some spaghetti, chicken noodle soup, oatmeal, cereal, some more chips, and cookies and donuts and bagels, lots of ice cream, some Uncrustables, some sausage if you need, some Eggos. Are into pin trading. Don't forget to stop over here to do some pin trading if you see anything you like. We check this board every single day because they kind of do rotate the boards around a little bit better. Some sunscreen, pool toys, refillable cups because you can actually get refillable cups here. And they also have Dole Whip as well available to have. Some coffee, grab-and-go drinks as well. So lots of stuff in here, and this is actually one of our favorite places. We really love this food in here because it's got a lot of variety to it. Breakfast has some of the best food I've ever had. So Kayla got like the chicken and pita, like Mediterranean. It's got grilled chicken, lettuce, tomatoes, feta, and then she got all the stuff onto the side. The only thing she didn't get was olives and onions on it. But I will say, that's the best looking piece of chicken I've seen in a while, grilled chicken wise. And let's be honest, I went with my True and Tried. I got the buffalo chicken tenders, and I love getting these every single time. They're so good, and like the perfect amount of spice. So I will say the buffalo chicken tenders that I got were pretty much perfect. Had the right amount of like sauce on them, and the french fries were like extra crispy. They were really nice because the pita, Kayla doesn't like having sauce or any of the vinaigrette on it, so she decided she asked for it off. Well, when they first brought it out, the customer actually saw that it had the vinaigrette on it, so actually asked them to remake it without the vinaigrette, so they were super nice about that. So one thing that's really nice is the cast members here are amazing, and they really get to know you. It almost feels like being on the cruise where you almost get like, they get to know you one-on-one. The only downside is, I don't know if you see them, but the crows are bearable right now. They are everywhere. So, but now we're just kind of hanging out. It's getting a little cloudy again, so we'll see what happens. See if some rain moves in. So now it's time for some dinner. So we actually came over to actually one of our favorite places here at Vero Beach. It's Giuseppe's Pizza Italian Cuisine, right here about 15 minutes away from Vero Beach. So we're gonna go in and get some food, and I want to show you guys everything that there is. But check out this really cool, it's a little Giuseppe's Pizzeria. It's old style little car. So cool. But just this little building right out here.
So the menu here at Giuseppe's is an amazing selection of stuff. They have an early bird special, a lunch special. This is probably one of the best places to go if you're going to be looking somewhere to eat out of Vero Beach and you have a car. This is only about 10 minutes from the resort, and it's great. It's like most Italian places, lots and lots of food to have, but I definitely recommend getting something from here because even like just the bread was amazing. So you really need to go check out this place. Like I said, it's about 10 minutes from Vero Beach. It's got a wonderful selection. It's got a lunch menu, an early bird special, and all of the great things, and it's just downright good.
Well, it's 9 o'clock at night, and we decided let's go swim a little bit because the pool is open until 10 o'clock, so we might as well. Now, as again, for those of you who may be interested, is that you do see all the yellow lights. The yellow lights are intended because it helps the turtles actually come up to lay their eggs, because if any sort of lights out there would actually cause them to not come back up. So that's why everything looks a little yellow, got a nice yellow tint. Only downside is they do close the slide, I think at like 7 or 8, so, but it's always nice to swim this late in the day. Okay, so now it's officially 10 o'clock, which means the pool has officially closed for the night, which unfortunately means nothing else to do except head back to the room, get some well-deserved rest before doing another full day of swimming and adventuring tomorrow. But tomorrow we do leave the 2-bedroom room in favor of a 1-bedroom room, which is pretty much, like I said, the same what we have now, except we don't have the separate room like we've got right now. Well, we're gonna go ahead and head off to bed. We'll see you guys in the morning. So see you bright and early. Hopefully get a nice little sunrise clip for you guys.
So it's the next morning, and as you can see, I am very, very tired. And pretty much the reason why I'm behind this is because I didn't sleep that great. Honestly, for some reason, this bed that we had for this room, because this was a 1-bedroom portion of the 2-bedroom suite, was super comfortable, surprisingly. We don't know why it wasn't so comfortable, but I'd hoped to get up kind of early. We were going to go see the sunrise on the beach, see if we could see any turtle activity or anything, but it was just another early morning. I'm kind of just blabbering away. I'm very not awake. I pretty much woke up and then immediately recorded this, so excuse the tiredness in my eyes.
Let's head into the Wind and Waves Market for breakfast, which goes on from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. So let's go take a quick look at their breakfast menu. And I already kind of know what I'm getting. Same thing I get every time I come here. If you want to see what they have for breakfast, here's kind of a quick look at the menu. Like I said, one of my go-tos is that Waves, or the breakfast burrito. It's got eggs, bacon, breakfast potatoes, and pepper jack. But they do have Impossible stuff, and then some kids menu stuff, and additional items. And then, of course, they have all their muffins. They have every morning. Lots of good options. Look how big this burrito is. This is why I always love to get it. It's like $9 for this thing, but look how big it is compared to my hand, and it's super heavy as well. When I kind of get into it, I'll show you what it is on the inside. It tells you just how inconsistent I am about when it comes to filming food. I was like, oh, I'm gonna show you guys what the inside of my burrito is like and everything else. I ate the entire thing in one sitting. What I should do is I should cut it in half so you guys can see a cross section instead of me just saying, I'm gonna show you. And I don't, so. But I still loved it. It was missing a little bit of salt today, so I was a little bit unhappy with that, but it wasn't the end of the world. Plus I got the little mini Tabasco sauces right now, so we're just kind of hanging out just a little bit longer in the room. We're kind of packing up a little bit of stuff because we didn't have a lot to pack because we're only here 2 nights. And then we're here with our friend Dom and her parents. So they're going down, taking the stuff to their car, find ourselves a spot to hide in for the day at the pool. And then we will make our way down to the pool and beach and hang out for most of the afternoon and wear a long sleeve so I don't get burned. But I highly recommend, if you want breakfast here, go to Winds and Waves Market. It's very good. You can also order food from the sit-down restaurant, but that does take 20 to 30 minutes to get sometimes. And also it's not nearly as good as the stuff they have at Winds and Waves Market. So it's one of my big tips. Or if you have a room like we do, bring your own stuff, make food in the room, save you a little bit of money if you can. And there's a good reason why you always go back and check every little nook and cranny. So we had left out of the room, brought our stuff down to the car, hoping to stay in the same building when we go to our 1-bedroom. However, I walked in and forgot we had put stuff in the dryer to dry out. And the only reason that I went back up was because we left our pizza and our leftovers from Giuseppe's last night. And I walked in, heard the dryer running, and said, I think our stuff's still in the dryer. And I opened it, there it was. So make sure you always check everything, including dryers and washers, because you don't want to leave anything there, because it's really hard to get that stuff back sometimes. But off to the pool now to go do some swimming, do some hanging out, while we wait for our next room to become available. And if you are curious, you don't just have this side of the property to use for Vero Beach. You can actually go across the way and they have tennis courts, basketball courts, walking trails, picnic spaces, everything of that nature over on the other side. And you actually go down this walkway right here, go underneath, and you actually go underneath the road to get there. So something to kind of keep in mind if you're looking for all that stuff. You can actually go over there, walk, get your steps in. If you're looking to get a little run in, you can do that as well. But I'm heading over here to the beachside promenade to go and get some swimming done today. Little trip over to the beach to go see how cold the water is. So it's a little bit windy over here, but let's go see how it all looks. It is really nice with having Vero Beach because you are literally right next to the beach. So here, like, so there's the inn, here's everything else right here. And then you can also rent like specialty, like you can have chairs, you can have umbrellas, you can have everything else. But I mean, it's not that far of a walk from where you exit out to walk on to right up to the ocean as well. Kind of see how, let's see how cold this water actually is today. Whew. Chilly. A little bit on the chilly side. Yeah, definitely cooler than I was expecting. But look how blue it is today with the water and everything. You know, I saw the days when it's really, like when it's really choppy and everything and the waves are really rough, it's like how dark it is out there. The waves are actually pretty, breaking pretty heavily. Look at all the suds and all the bubbles have been created by it. It's a lot of seaweed. Yep. Another big couple waves. See, like right there, there's a really good wave right there. Ooh. It like breaks and then it gets up to here and then like breaks again. Like watch, see, like here it goes and breaks again. You can really tell how some of the erosion has been taking effect over here, because I remember last year when we came out, the sand was a lot farther out. It wasn't quite as steep. Especially like this year, like it's getting really tough for the turtles to do their nesting, because I know the sea turtles like to go as far up, the green sea turtles like to go up as far as possible and dig as far down as possible. So maybe a little bit more difficult for them this year. And the same thing with the loggerheads as well. That'd be really cool if we actually did find out that they had a leatherback that came up. But right now, no turtle nestings are out right now. We are taking a little walk down the beach, kind of see how everything is, but I just want to check things out. If you want to rent any of the stuff they do have, you have it all right here. And this is for the day as well. So that actually works out really well. Let's talk about swells, tides. May 5th, water temperature about 75 degrees. I believe it, because it is like just cold when you first get in, but like once you've been in for a minute, it kind of get used to it. What's pretty wild to me as well is that this little boardwalk actually does extend well underneath the sand, and I think like ends like technically right there, but because of how far up the sand is right now, everything's covered. But it's always a great spot to come out in the morning at 7 in the morning, or really when the sunrise happens, to watch the sunrise, because it rises right over the horizon right there. So despite the fact that this like canopy and coverage does help with the turtles and everything, the only downside that it does do is this really invites the no-see-em bugs. So like it runs it like if they bite you, they make you super itchy and stuff. So even right now, when they're not even putting stuff out saying that the no-see-ems are bad, they are still bad. So we make sure to bring our bug juice we get from the little shop over next to Vero and everything. So keep that in mind. You always want to have that with you. So got some food from the Wind and Wave Market and got myself a little pizza. I mean, it's nothing to write home about, but I would just love just their food here because it's like cooked fresh. So it's like all good, it's all fresh, it's all great. I was gonna get the buffalo chicken tenders again, but I was like, I really just want pizza this time, so that's what I just got. The pizza was actually really, really, really good. It was actually like fresh, so it kind of burned my tongue a little bit, but it wasn't like, the problem with those pizzas, like especially when you get them from Disney World, because the same ones they get at Disney World, is they sometimes let them sit too long so the bottom gets too burnt. This was like perfectly cooked, so like I actually appreciate that so much. I was actually gonna get one of their sandwiches, because their sandwiches, they have like Italian, ham and cheddar, roast beef, all that stuff, and they come with chips, but I really just wanted a pizza, because one, it was only $9, and then secondly, I just like pizza, so I always will have pizza whenever I can. But I think I'm gonna go jump back into the water. We were gonna go see if the 1-bedroom room is officially ready, because we'd actually stay in the same vacation home, aka building 14, but we don't know if they did that or not, so we'll just see if they did or not. And then tonight at 5 o'clock, there's some pin trading going on, and then I think tonight is campfire. I'm not sure what it is, but there is majority rule at 5:30, so we sure want to go do that. I'm not sure what we're doing for dinner yet, so we'll just see what happens. Well, unfortunately, there's some weather now has moved into the area. I don't know if you guys can see it behind me, but it is now bad enough where the lightning is in a certain range that unfortunately they had to close the pool for the time being. So we're gonna take the time, go over see if the room is actually ready now at this point. And then maybe take our stuff out there. Hopefully we got to stay in the same building and make life a lot easier if we did. But we'll see what they got for us. Well, like I said, our room did become ready about an hour ago finally. So we went up, didn't show anything because we all pretty much went in and took a nice little hour break. Got put on some dry clothes. And now we are heading back to the main lobby space because it is time to go do some pin trading. So the cast members will have out a big book for us to trade with, and then we're hoping maybe some other people are also there to trade, so we brought our other stuff. And finally, at 4:55, the pool has officially just reopened once again. So nice little 2 hours that it was down for weather. So, but finally it's cleared out, and now people want to swim, then go swim. So what they've done is they have a cast member out here who has 2 of the classic pin books, like what you used to see in the parks. And so you flip through them, you see what you can do. It's the same rules it is when you pin trade with the boards, 2 per. But we actually were able to find a couple of good ones. We found a hidden Baymax or Big Hero 6 mystery set one, and we found a new Simba Munchlings one as well. So that actually was really good on that. So now we're just gonna hang down here, see if anyone else comes down with pins, see if we want to trade with them. And then at 5:30, going up to the green cabin room to go do majority rules. We did just get done with majority rules, and the way majority rules works, so they ask a certain question, and then they want you to try to see, can the majority of the people in the room or like in the space get the same thing. So for us, me, Kayla, and our friend Dom all played separately because it gives more answers and more chances to like get different things. So we actually did win this, just like we did on the cruise. And not only that, we got, last time we won it, we got candy. This time got a cool cups. These are color changing cups with actually the Disney Vero Beach Resort logo on it. And a cool microfiber towel. Now, I always use a bunch of these because having this camera, having the phone, everything else, it's nice to have, but it's always such a fun thing. So if you ever come to Vero Beach and you see them doing Majority Rules, it's an hour long too, and it's a lot of fun because like the very last question that was asked was actually the funniest, of like how to get rich quick, and someone put contacting a Nigerian prince, and I almost laughed way too hard at that, but because it was the funniest and most out-of-pocket one there could have been. Well, the plan right now is to try to go and swim for a little bit, but there is a lot of weather in the area, so hopefully maybe get at least like 30 minutes to an hour to swim, and then we're gonna maybe get some dinner, and then we're gonna go to campfire. But we're not gonna do full campfire. We're literally gonna go to campfire to do s'mores. And that's all we want, just s'mores. So to give you an idea, we were only in the pool for 9 minutes before it started storming and they kicked us out of the pool. And now it has been a little over an hour and 15 minutes, and we said to come down, and we got food from Wind, Waves, and Market, and we actually both got the pulled pork. I got a side with mac and cheese and corn on the cob. Kayla got it with carrots and mashed potatoes. So we'll see how that turns out to be. I think it's just pulled pork. It's no sandwich. It's just purely pulled pork. So, but right now we kind of found a break in the rain. Everything else, we're just watching movies in the room tonight. That's all we really can do. So good morning, everyone. And yes, I was really bad last night. I did not show you anything we got to eat. But I will say the pulled pork was really, really good. I was actually surprised. Wasn't a fan of the mac and cheese, but the corn and cob probably could use a little more salt, but looked like I got salt and made it all better. So we're up this morning. It is checkout day, which means we do have to leave today. However, we are going to do our normal thing where we are going to stay in the room until close to 11. And then we're going to go to the pool. We're going to swim for a few hours and probably leave between 2 and 4 o'clock this afternoon to make our way back home. But this morning, instead of getting food at Wind and Waves Market, I'm heading over to Beach Bites, which is the little shop next to Vero Beach, to go get some breakfast because my mom and my parents said that they have really good biscuits and gravy. So I want to go over and get some of that this morning and see how that is. So, but said it's our last day. Really not thrilled about it. So we're going to head over there and see what that is. Also, just so you guys see what that looks like. Curious, this is where Beach Bites is. It's right down here at this public access for the beach as well. So Beach Bites right there is open from 6 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And they usually are big on their subs, their sandwiches, but also their breakfast. And so it's a really nice little kind of like mom and pop shop, but it's actually fairly popular. Apparently, my parents said that on Saturdays, this place is popping. And when I say it is literally right next to Vero Beach, literally if you're in building 13, you can literally just walk to this space. So, but I ended up getting, Kayla wanted just some biscuits and gravy. So we got 2 biscuits and gravy. And then I ended up getting a complete breakfast, which has a breakfast. It has biscuits and gravy, sausage, bacon, hash browns, and grits. So fairly good pricing for all that. Like all this, including the 2 drinks, which I only got these because we needed something more with a little more protein. All this, about $20, so not too bad. All right, so we are officially out of the room. We got out much earlier than we wanted to because we wanted to come down. We are gonna hang out at the pool for a little bit, relax for a little while, hang out, and then from there we'll leave. The nice thing is that because these pools do have showers, we're able to shower after we swim, so we have ourselves a bunch of clothes and everything. But last night, did not get to do campfire due to all the storms and everything that were in the area, and we missed out on a lot of nighttime swimming. So unfortunately, we're gonna make up for that now instead. So that's what our plan is for today, at least, is to try to just hang out just a little bit more before we head home from our trip here.
So once we got done with all of our fun times at the pool and everything else, got showered and everything else, we made the drive back home from Vero Beach. And it took a couple hours. However, I did not record a single thing once I got done with that because I was so tired, we were worn out. But overall, it was a fantastic trip once again out to Disney's Vero Beach. Didn't record quite as much as I wanted to because of just like time constraints, and we were just exhausted and we were tired and we were relaxing, but overall it was still a fantastic trip. I always recommend to go out to Disney's Vero Beach at some point for a good stay, to hang out. It's just a lovely resort, and especially right now from now until October with the turtle season, even more fun and more exciting. So if you haven't done so though, make sure you are subscribed to the channel to see more adventures. And with all that being said, we will see y'all on the next adventures from Disney's Vero Beach Resort.